Okay, two kids just came by. Oh, my shirt. Only equipment changes. For all of you that know me, I'm a conservative. We're going to talk about discernment. Now, if you take an analytical view of discernment, the concept is, daughter, that like Solomon requested discernment by name. Wisdom, patience, understanding, wisdom. Those are all things that people that are rooted in God naturally are going to desire. But and ain't this a pretty park? Take a look, everyone. The library was closed. So the Bible and discernment is useful in the Bible in that it assists us in determining the true from the counterfeit. The discernment of truth is a demonstration of counterfeit views. When you have folks that say, live the way you want, don't worry about a thing, you'll be fine, you'll just get whitewashed at the end. Those are doctrines of devils. See that? The howling, gnashing of teeth. No, I'm joking. Those are kids playing. So the concept of you need to be able to discern the truth, because you will be, believe me, on once the devil knows who you serve, you're going to be a target. Okay, you're going to be a target, and you need to be able to look at them and say, you're either good or bad, and figure it out. Animals are good at this. A dog will look at you, and they have the power of discernment to like the 20th degree, and they'll look at you and they'll know who you are. Imagine that. That's discernment. It only comes from the Holy Spirit. Only. Think of it this way. You're in a dark room. You have no idea. Holy Spirit walks in, flicks on the light. Now you have light everywhere, and you can see things for what they are. That's a form of discernment. We have to discern the spirits. There are spirits that they're just downright devilish. See that? He said that to me. He said that to me. All right, golf course. All right, so spirits, a lot of times folks will do things or appear to do things that, you would think would be helpful. But in reality, they have very dark motives. You can do that which is correct and be wrong. So the spirits, you have to be able, when you see something, like when Jesus said, "Get behind me, Satan." Peter at that moment was not working with a godly spirit. He said so. He said Satan. So he was talking directly to him. And I believe Satan would, Satan is an omnipresent daughter. He's not. I believe that, but in that situation where Peter was involved and Jesus was involved, I believe Satan tried to inhabit Peter. And Jesus directed Satan directly. Otherwise, he would have said, "Get out, demon. Get out, spirit." Or whatever he would have done, but he would have addressed it as a spirit. He said Satan, because when it comes to Jesus and Peter, that requires some serious attention, and Satan himself had to do it. All right, getting back. Spirits, you have to discern the times. These are practical things. I'm going to go into my own opinion in a moment. The times. Can you see how love is waxing cold? When it waxes cold, it gets brittle. Times are getting ugly. We're absolute. You're seeing things flipped on their heads. The things that we used to really appreciate in our lives, the consistency of decency, that's all getting thrown right out the window. The family is under attack. And that's that. Regarding, so the times, technology is increasing. People are going into the occult more and more than before. So I believe times are short. Now, here's my personal opinion about discernment. Discernment is, to me, any age group, any level. You could be developmentally disabled. You can be a baby, and you will understand what's going on around you. You will. For example, not deep things. Actually, only deep things like love. The baby knows it's loved. This is my opinion. The baby knows it's loved. How does it know it? Does it have an understanding of love? No, it does not. Does it have the wisdom of love? Perhaps some form of wisdom has seeped into the baby. No, that takes time. Baby hasn't had much time, only been around for a moment. No. The baby knows it's being loved correctly because the Holy Spirit flicks on that light switch and the baby just knows it. Just like animals, like I told you earlier, a horse knows when you're berating it. You can see a giraffe bestow beautiful love upon its baby. You could see these animals knew, like for example, when they were ordered into the ark, they didn't read the newspaper. They didn't, get the no, it was popped into their heads. That's called perfect discernment because they served perfectly. They were told to get onto the ark. There were no arguments. So they left all, but they were spared. So again, finally, discernment, in a way we might understand, is the concept that a baby knows it's loved. And it knows it's loved correctly.